Hey guys, my name is Corinne. I swore into the Navy in August and I decided I wanted to make some videos to help you guys in case you had any questions. The first video I'm going to be doing is about the ASVAB and about MEPS, and if it takes too long and I get cut off, then I'll go ahead and make a second video continuing on. So when you get scheduled for your ASVAB, your recruiter is going to schedule that. What happened to me is my recruiter ended up scheduling me a lot sooner than I had planned, so I didn't get to study as much as I liked, but I did pretty well. I did get a 63. So study, definitely study. If you're not ready, just let your recruiter know, hey, I'm not ready, because you don't want to go in unprepared and then end up scoring really low and then you don't get to pick the jobs that you actually want. I didn't really miss out on jobs that I wanted because I did well, but I wish I would have studied math more. That brings up a point: you don't get to use a calculator. You do get scratch paper, but you need to study math. Like, every person that I talk to or Navy videos about the ASVAB that I watch, everyone struggled on math. Unless you're like just straight out of high school or college or something, which I'm a little bit older, so I'm not. You can get books at Barnes & Noble, used bookstores, online. You can study online. They have apps. I'll probably drop some of those links below for you guys. Basically, your recruiter takes you to the base and you're there just waiting, and they take your cell phone. You can't have a cell phone and you can't talk, and they fingerprint you and they take your picture just to make sure they know who you are and confirm your identity, and then you take the test. So the whole process for me took about 2 to 4 hours, and then you can get your cell phone back, or you can go to the Navy branch office. I'm not sure what it was called at MEPS, and they'll let you call your recruiter and the recruiter will pick you up. You do get your scores that day. They are sealed, so don't look at it. Someone in the branch office like opened my paper when I asked to call my recruiter. They're like, oh, let me see this. Oh, cool. And so my recruiter was like, why did you open this? And I was like, I did not open this. The guy there opened it even though they said not to open it. So it kind of made me look like, I guess, like, sketchy. I don't know why you're not supposed to open it. And so my recruiter was actually really happy with my score, which was awesome. So then they scheduled me to go to MEPS. When I went to MEPS, it was like 5 in the morning, and we had to line up, and they told us a whole bunch of stuff about not having guns and knives and whatever, and then we lined up and went through like a metal detector check, and like they made sure everything that you had on your person was, you know, what you were able to take into the MEPS. Then we checked in with our office, and they gave us like a folder with all these papers, and we just like carried them around the whole day doing different things. The first thing that you do when you go upstairs to medical is either your vision or your hearing. They break you up into 2 groups. It's not separate by female and male. The females and males are taking these tests like at the same time, but then when you do different things like the P test and stuff like that, you are going to separate. So the vision test for me was difficult. I do have bad eyesight, but I don't wear glasses. But what had happened is they don't actually like explain anything to you in the way that it makes sense. They were just like, come over here, what do you see? Like, does this circle go into this circle? Like, what color do you see? And I was like, what are we doing right now? Like, I can't even see in this thing. So they failed me, and they were like upset, and they were just like, okay, like, go over there and take your hearing and then come back later. So I went back later and I explained to them, hey, like, they didn't even tell me what was going on, like, I need to redo this. So they let me redo it, and I did actually pass the depth perception, the color, or like the, I don't know, like, to check if you're colorblind, and I actually passed all of that. And I did not have 20/20 vision, but I guess that's not a problem. I think when you go to boot camp, like, they'll give you glasses or whatever, like those birth control glasses, which I'm not excited about. So yeah, and then I did my hearing, and you go into this little booth. It looks like a little like shed room thing that was like a structure built in a room, and you like sit down on a little stool, and there's like 5 other people. There's like a total of 6 people, and you put on these headphones and you click a button every time you hear the noise. Like, I closed my eyes because I knew, like, without my other senses I would like hear better. So you're like there and you're clicking and you're clicking and you're clicking, and then they let you, like, they don't ever let you know